Приветствую на канале. Продолжаем прохождение Hogwarts Legacy. В прошлой части выполнили пару заданий сюжетных. Одна из них это была встреча с Логдоком. Это гоблин, который на нашей стороне, который пытался там втереться в доверие к Руквуду. В итоге обшарил пещеру и нашел чертежи огромных буровых машин. Руквуд пытается найти какую-то там комнату зарытую, запрятанную, то ли сейф с древней магией. А второй миссией было испытание Нео Фицджеральд, короче, вот этой барышни. Это в прошлом директриса Хогвартса. Довольно интересное было испытание. В таком чисто в другом виде, в черно-белом. Скетч нарисованный. Неплохо. Там была смерть. И воевал с всякими там ее приспешниками, так сказать. Итогом стало, что я нашел труп вот этой Неоф. И она нам показала свое испытание. Точнее, свое воспоминание. Там Неоф и Исидора прогуливались, и в итоге стало понятно, что Исидора пытается за счет древней магии, она вытягивает вот эту боль и страдания у людей, и этим питается. Собственно, на этом мы остановились. Появился такой вот четвертый хранитель, который нам пока не доверяет, готовит какое-то свое испытание. Вот, поэтому давайте продолжать. Начнем с второстепенных заданий. У нас тут есть ряд заданий. Я думаю, начнем вот с разговора с Поппи. Она очень стремительно как-то с нами попрощалась после того, как мы вернули дракону яйцо. Так что, думаю, надо с ней поболтать. Так, у нас тут ночь-полночь, но я думаю, что на территории Хогвартса гоблинов не будет. Должно быть все ровненько. Че она тут слоняется одна ночью?
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
А кто это такие вообще?
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
Ну ладно,
I
погнали
take
на
it you aren't
поиски.
going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much as...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it.
Да чё мыслить,
I'll let
надо
you
идти
know
к
as soon
кентаврам.
as I have a plan.
В смысле, типа у тебя даже сейчас... Ну, у тебя даже сейчас нет плана? Что такое? Что подстава? Ладно. Давайте поболтаем с Натти. Может, у нее хоть что-нибудь разродится, какое-нибудь заданица. Да что ж вы все... И ни одного ближайшего этого нет. Так, а я не могу сделать проще. Я не могу. Я могу. Отлично. Я нафиг на метле дойду быстрее. Долечу. Кстати говоря, там же улучшение для метлы появилось. Надо залететь будет в этот Хоксмит. Так. Натя, ну и чё ты где-то?
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Конечно, готов.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agapes Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
Ну, все как
Hopefully, by the
скажешь.
time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Revelio.
Ну, ничего. Сейчас вот прям. Так, ну что, погнали искать? Надо поболтать, да? С товарищами, которых запугивают.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Это тут третий этаж? Второй, третий. Не это. Неоднозначный.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Ладно, не ссы. Сейчас
Thank you, Mrs.
разберемся.
Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Так, миссис Ботвинс, мы надеемся, что вы пересмотрите свое решение касательно материальной помощи. Вам дали достаточно времени, но наше терпение не безгранично. Ваш муж наверняка хочет, чтобы вы поняли всю ценность нашего сотрудничества. Готовы ли вы ответить до конца недели? Тут нет даже, кстати, никакой записки, от кого
Some
это.
evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Блин, я думал, мы пойдем там спасать товарища этого. Я куда его спасать, да? Непонятно, где он, конечно. Ну, хотя бы можно было предложить помощь. А то
Otto
вдруг...
Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble,
Вот
may I speak
дебил.
with you?
Почти как
It's
дебил.
about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him.
Вот дебил.
May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Странно. Карлоу шантажирует чувака ради вещичек.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Так, а кстати говоря, мне, наверное, надо зелье прикупить. Здесь зелья не видать, да?
Take your time.
Тихо стоит. Охренеть. Просто охренеть. Ну, я пока не готов. Пока что я не готов затариваться новым шматьем. Так.
Hello.
Oh, come in, come in. Welcome to Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium. I'm sure I've no need to introduce myself. They used to call me Snelly. Oh, Snelly, why aren't you studying to be an aura? But I showed them. They're stuck in the dust at the ministry and I'm here thriving. Absolutely thriving. But look at you. Look at you. I can certainly see why you paid me a visit. Looking for a change, are we?
I'm not sure what you mean, but I'm quite all right as I am.
Some are going for that muggle with consumption, sort of death becomes me allure.
Да блин,
But you
отстань.
won't find poisons here. No need for chloride of lime or ammonia when you have magic. Why don't you spend a moment choosing how you'd like to look? You can change your hair too if you'd like.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Так, это я не очень удачно зашел.
Have you ever had a cauldron leak?
М-м-м. Где-то здесь были зелья. А, вот по пути, кстати говоря.
And the next, I was swimming in Wolfsbane.
Сейчас вот так вот. И сразу заскочим.
What can I do for you today?
А то я чувствую, скоро будет какая-то схватка, а у меня вообще запасов нет. А отвар вещь нужная.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hoped to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Какое чисто? Разбойник ходит, то шарфики тырит, то книги, то людей похищает. Я узнаем, что там Натти разузнала интересного.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Да ты издеваешься, что ли? Почему сразу нельзя? Куда надо меня отвезти, а? Сейчас прикол будет, если ее схватили.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Ну, ее нету, есть сундук.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
А, следы? Я вообще не понял даже, что это они.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio.
Ну, наследил,
Natty
конечно.
must have been taken this way. I need to find her. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Так, ну чё, на поиске Натти, да? Ладно, буду сейчас жестко мстить.
Accio. A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Но следов нет. О, дадут клетки снова. Так, не обязательно найти любое письмо от Тади. Было не обязательно найти книгу стихов, найти Натти. А, ну это чтобы всем все вернуть, типа.
Revelio.
Ну,
Better be sure
попробуем.
I'm not seen.
Да, мантия бы мне не помешала сейчас.
Using that girl as bait? No one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Harlow says her friend will be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
Про меня говорят.
Hey,
Revelio.
It's been a bit grim, I won't deny, but the tides will turn for us soon.
Да почему? Я, наверное, сейчас вступлю в бой, да и все. Попробую их размотать.
Remember my father speak of these times.
Imperial.
Don't think you're going to get out of this alive.
Охренеть. Меня вообще ушатали. А чё так лихо?
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Так, ну одного надо сразу делать за себя, точно.
it's not gonna work.
It might.
Using that girl as bait? No one's coming for her.
Imperio.
Все, погнала.
Expelliarmus. Defendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego.
А ты куда побежал?
Expelliarmus. Defendo. Confringo. Stupid one. Protego. Expelliarmus.
Чё с тобой?
Expelliarmus.
Уснула?
Defendo. Confringo.
Better luck next time. How did that? You were foolish to fight me.
Да вы чё такие сильные?
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Нельзя же так.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Да если я прямо отсюда зафигачу.
It might.
Using that girl as bait? No one's
А, прямо отсюда нифига. Надо спуститься.
He wants them alive.
Imperio.
enough to come here alone.
Expelliarmus. Defendo. Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus.
Ой-ой-ой, ой-ой-ой. Ну давай-ка здесь повоюем. Давай, давай. Ходи по одному. А вот это главарь, да, всей банды?
Expelliarmus, defender.
That's mine.
Confringo. Bombarder. Expelliarmus.
This one! Expulsum!
Confringo. Expelliarmus, defender. Bombarder. Glacier.
Что такое мощное?
Protego. Imperium. Depulsor. Flash. Glacier.
А если я вот так сделаю? Как у вас там замес идет?
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombarder.
You manipulated me.
Блин,
You'll answer for this.
Protego. Expelliarmus. Defender. Confringo.
What have you done? Reductor!
Bombarder.
Amateur!
Depulsor.
Reductor!
куда делась?
You'll feel that tomorrow. If you love that long.
Зараза, а? Ты смотри, что делает.
Reductor!
Depulsor. Glacier. Accio. Flipendo. Descendo.
Ну чё, неплохо получилось. Повоевал сразу шматья куча.
Revelio. Defender. Confringo.
Ну, блин.
Bombarder. Accio. Flipendo. Descendo.
Made a grave mistake.
Glacius.
So cold.
Expelliarmus. Defender.
Look what you've done. You punch
Еще есть кто-то?
Revelio.
Так, теперь... Да, люди вверху вообще ничего не слышали.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert.
Так,
He'll be thrilled to
есть,
have this back.
отлично.
Revelio.
И вещи даже неплохие.
Hey,
Да кто где здесь? Только вон же сверху люди. Только я, походу, заблудился слегка. Так, я пришел отсюда. Я обшарил все вот с того края. Значит, надо теперь с этого.
Revelio.
Так, это
Also
книга, да?
Dibble's love letter from Rosie.
Морози,
She
точнее.
wanted me to
Так,
destroy this if I found it.
Капец, они, конечно, барахольщики те еще.
Accio, Wingardium Accio, Wingardium Leviosa.
И куда нас приведет? Маленькая шахта. Шарфик угольного цвета, который еще и очень стрёмный. Конечно, это ж Хогвартс Легаси. Ты должен залезть непонятно куда, чтобы найти грёбаный шарф. Так, я нашел уже кучу неизвестных вещей. Мне 100% надо выручать комнату.
Hey,
Confringo, Protego, Expelliarmus, Glacium, Incendio,
Блин.
Imperio,
expulsor!
Depulso,
Incendio! Expulsor!
Expelliarmus, Expulso, Vindo,
И чё, ты за меня?
Bombarda, Confringo. And no one to share in my victory.
И я надеюсь, то, что я использую запрещенные заклинания, не станет потом проблемой.
Revelio.
Блин. Хотя какая, в принципе, разница, что так, что так. Все равно пришлось бы воевать. Точнее, не запрещенные, а непростительные.
Natty must be here somewhere.
Как тут все дорого-богато.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Блин, хочется открыть быстро, но при этом... Крутить надо медленно. Палочка, да? Ручалочка. Золотишко будет явно не лишним.
Revelio.
Блин, ну мне надо тебя спасать, а не его.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Ну давай, колдуй. Так легко и просто. А тут ничего в камере нет, ценного?
Revelio.
Но нет.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
А чё, мы идем назад тем же путем? Да, печально. Замеса не избежать, да? Да нет, вроде
Let's
все
find
тихо.
Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Я думал, замес был.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Ну, наверное, не стоит так про власть говорить. Мало толку.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
И все такие разошлись в разные стороны. Блин, когда уже посадят этого Харлоу? Сколько можно? Кучу всего уже. Блин, доказательства все равно. Так, надо встретиться с Себастьяном.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Так. Ничего себе, тут какие мощные быки. Яки какие-то просто. Так, ладно.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how
Чем
it
мы разговаривать
sounds,
будем?
but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Beldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her? Sebastian, I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time. Time? For what? I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb. So we have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice. Seems risky. It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. Anne will only give this a chance if he's on board. And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled. Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us. Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet again. I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl. See you soon.
А что вот это за задания такие? Просто, блин, припереться на другой конец карты, чтобы просто поболтать. Ладно. Еще одно заданице. На этом будем заканчивать. Так, мы должны встретиться с Поппи и, я так полагаю, поболтать с кентаврами. Чтобы эти ребятки у себя приютили этих редких птиц, которые мы, судя по всему, найдем.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran?
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned.
Нам же
I'll
надо
let you know
камень
what I
взять.
find.
Нам же надо добыть камень.
Here's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned.
А, это, блин, созвездие грёбаное искать. Ну ладно, раз уж тут. Че, не похоже разве? Дракон. Прикольно. Так, а что, на этом задание закончилось? Странные задания какие-то. Какие-то с отложенным... Какие-то отложенные задания. Ладно, будем на этом заканчивать. Спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь на канал. Всем пока-пока.